Hello and welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. I'm Radar.
Special K, and tonight we're doing Jack Daniels Rye.
Diagonals.
People have been requesting us to do more Jack Daniels products on the show, and I'm okay with it because it doesn't say bourbon.
To be fair, we've done 2 now?
3 or 4.
Have we done? Oh wait, yeah. There's that canned, bottled thing.
We've done the Apple Jack. We've done the Apple Jack Daniels, and then we've done regular Jack Daniels. Oh, we did the Gentleman Jack.
The part you peel off is facing towards me.
You know, we've been drinking tonight, so. Oh, that's very brittle.
Gimme.
It's very brittle.
Rawr.
I don't remember how much that bottle was, but I'm going to say $30-ish. I will tell you, and while Radar...
I'm not sure how that parted, but it came off.
Jack Daniels Rye is...
Rye is usually a little bit more expensive than your average bourbon.
45% alcohol by volume.
Price, yeah, okay.
I am going for price.
Yep. That's a very different... Like, the label's similar, but there are little things that are different about it. Like the color, obviously.
$24.
That's not terrible for rye.
Woo! She a hot boy.
I'm gonna let that pass.
Yeah, you should.
It is hot though.
It's kind of off.
Like rye is a little bit more spicier than what you would normally expect. Like Jack Daniels itself is pretty palatable.
It smells sort of like, have you ever smelled a dogwood blooming? A dogwood tree blooming?
It's the most specific, yes, because there was one in the backyard of my parents' house.
Doesn't have a hint of that in the back
That's really, really specific.
It smells like that a little bit on the back end though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's a really specific thing to say. Just say it smells, there's a sweetness in it. There's like an almost honeysuckle sweetness in it.
But there's this... No, because you know what dogwood trees smell like.
It's really weird that you would come up with that specific thing. Yeah, okay.
You ever smelled something that triggers a memory? That's exactly what it did. I smelled it triggered a memory. That's generally what happens when I make weird descriptions.
That's fair. Is that part of your beach ball description?
Yeah, I don't like this. I really don't like the smell of this, I'll be honest.
It reminds me more of scotch. Like,
scotch.
You know, like the sort of numbing sensation that scotch sometimes give you. It's got sort of a numbing sensation also.
Oh, very peanutty. Tastes like roasted peanuts. It's not very sweet.
Well, that's lighter than I thought it would be.
It is very light. Tiny bit of rye. You get that weird rye bite on it.
Yeah, no, there's no peanut flavor until you actually swallow it. And then it absolutely does taste like just peanuts. Like no salt added. But yeah,
roasted peanuts.
Roasted peanuts. That's really odd. Forget all the other peanut whiskeys. This is the peanut flavored whiskey you should get.
We've had a lot of rye bourbons on the show, and I will say they are all much better than this.
No, we haven't.
We have.
You can't have a rye bourbon.
You know what I mean. A rye whiskey made by a bourbon distillery would be
pay off for your facial expression with perfect.
You know what I mean.
I do. Just
a rye whiskey. We've had a lot of rye whiskeys made by bourbon distilleries. That I'm going to say are slightly better, that are better than this. I will say that those are generally maybe a few dollars more than this.
This is very different than all of those, though.
I would agree. Yes, it's not bad. I'm going to point that out. I'm not saying it's bad.
I've never had whiskey before that wasn't marketed as a peanut whiskey that tasted so much like peanuts.
It doesn't. It is very light. It's light in flavor, not very sweet. It doesn't have much up front, then you do get the peanuts, and it has a tiny bit of barrel characteristic. Mm-hmm. But it's all very subtle. It seems like a very young whiskey to me.
It could be. That might be part of the reason. We don't have
an age statement on this bottle.
I don't think Jack Daniels does that. No, I don't think they do that at all. Anyways, now it's as far as rye goes, I wouldn't pinpoint this as a rye if someone just handed me a glass and was like, "What kind of bourbon is this?" Or what kind of whiskey is this? I would not immediately go, "Oh, this is the spiciness, the aroma. This is definitely a rye." Nope, would not call it at all. I might actually call this like a flavored liqueur, like a flavored bourbon. Flavored whiskey. Now I'm doing it.
I would argue it hits too high of an ABV for that, but I can see where you're going with it. It doesn't have that sweetness like a lot of those flavored whiskeys, but I could see, like, is this mixed with something weird?
Yeah.
So that being said, it still has that. It smells more like a dogwood tree mixed with Coke, by the way. And also...
That's just such a specific scent.
When I was in high school, I would wait for the Tark every day, and there was hundreds of dogwood trees, and when they were in bloom, like...
Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, yeah. I was like, where did you have hundreds of... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it smells more of the dogwood. So straight, I don't think it's bad. I wouldn't have any issues drinking it for the night because it's not overly sweet. It doesn't, but it's pretty plain. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go 5.5. It's not bad. I would say it's ever so slightly above average.
See, the thing with this is, I don't think this is something that I would drink a whole lot of. And I think it makes a better peanut whiskey than all the other peanut whiskeys combined. Like, this is a surprisingly good addition to that.
It smells so weird.
Yeah, with Coke added, it especially smells kind of weird.
It's such an odd...
I'm gonna give it a 6. It's really kind of light in flavor. Not getting a whole lot of the things that I would normally expect, but on the other hand, it tastes really good because peanuts are delicious.
I've never had a whiskey smell so weird mixed afterwards. Like, it normally improves the flavor, or it changes a little bit. This smells so freaking weird.
Yeah, no, that did add some weird complexity to it. It doesn't smell like it smells like the same amount of hotness. There's still the same alcohol volume in this. It just smells totally different.
Taste it.
Peanuts and Coke.
Exactly what it tastes like. That's what I was about to say. It's quite good. I like it much better as a mixer.
I mean,
because
that hits the spot.
Because the subtle sweetness is so... it doesn't have any sweetness. It does really well with Coke. It does taste like peanuts and Coke, and you get a tiny bit of barrel on the back end.
Yeah.
7.
Not bad at all.
7 as a mixer.
I don't know. That's surprisingly good. Oh man, I'm gonna give this an 8 as a mixer. This has done something that I feel like I should probably be taking points off for this, actually, because it tastes like a peanut whiskey. It acts like a peanut whiskey. It doesn't taste or act anything like a rye whiskey.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But it tastes better. It's a better peanut whiskey than all the other peanut whiskeys. And when you mix it with Coke, it does taste like peanuts and Coke.
Yeah.
Try this with Crown Royal.
Fascinating. Yeah.
Crown Royal.
If you're looking for a rye, probably avoid this one. But if you're curious about any of the descriptions that we gave, then go for it.
I would say, I think this belongs on your bar. If you were considering getting a peanut-flavored whiskey, this belongs on your bar in place of all the peanut whiskeys.
But see, it's not peanut-flavored.
It's not, but it does taste like...
It very clearly says it's just a rye. So,
I wouldn't put this above any other rye that we have.
I would put it above most every other rye that we've done. All of them.
Like better than them?
No, all the other ones are better than this.
Okay. No, I wouldn't buy this over any other rye. Yeah. That's what I meant to. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, this is the worst rye we've had. That being said, it's still not awful.
That's interesting.
Stick with Gentleman Jack or Regular Jack or Apple Jack or Winter Jack. Any of the other Jack Daniels if you're a Jack Daniels fan.
Unless you want peanut whiskey.
Yeah, I would avoid the old rye here. She ain't anything special, but she mixes pretty good. When you put a little makeup on her, you know.
Why are you calling the bottle of bourbon or whiskey she?
When you put a little makeup on her, she's pretty good, you know.
It's weird.
Or him, whatever you're into.
Yeah, it's okay.
Or it, you know, whatever your pronoun is.
I think this is actually a pretty good bottle of bourbon. Whiskey. Why have you done this to me? This is your fault. Blame you for this. No, this is a pretty good bottle of bourbon. This is a pretty good bottle of whiskey. Not for the reasons that are stated upon the bottle, but I would still get this and stick it on my bar.
All right, well, that has been our episode. If there's something you'd like to see on the channel, you can leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar. Thanks for watching.